Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have a very interesting FA Cup fourth round qualifying tie against National League opposition, and we follow it up with a league game against Western Super-Mare. But before we get into that, we have got a few bits and pieces to go through. Firstly, I have been offered another new contract at the club. Our strong start to the season hasn't gone unnoticed, and we are here until the end of next season. As things stand, of course, things can change, but we'll see how we get on. Also, we've had interest in the way of transfers. So Anton Rodgers has actually left the club on a free transfer. We've made an improvement in central midfield, which has led to him leaving the club. In a one in, one out scenario, Harrison Dudziak has come in on a free transfer, and he actually came through Arsenal's youth academy. I think we've done extremely well to bring in a player of this calibre. And to be quite honest, I mean, 4-star current ability, 3.5-star in central midfield, with that 5-star potential as well. I think we've done superbly to bring this lad in, and hopefully he can give us that extra bit of quality in central midfield. And we've also managed to bring in a new right winger, Ramari Ford, who has also come in from Arsenal's youth academy. Again, we've done extremely well to get him in as well. Um, he's come in again, free transfer, and again, really good valuation, 4-star current ability, 5-star potential, really good first touch, passing and technique, determination and flair. Very, very exciting type winger with a very good amount of pace. Quite a strong lad as well, and a good work rate. So I think he can certainly be an important player for us. His crossing and dribbling ability aren't the best, but he's going to be cutting inside as an inside forward on that side anyway, despite being right footed. But hopefully he can certainly do a job for us out there and settle in very quickly. The reason we've actually brought him in is we did need to strengthen in that position. The reason being is we are looking at offloading one or two players. Apologies to one of my regular viewers, Simon Thornley, but Ollie Chamberlain is potentially going to be leaving the club. He's not been playing too often. He's been very injury prone this season as well. We brought Romero Ford in to replace him, to be quite honest, and he could be heading out of the door to Maidenhead. So it's a free transfer, but at the end of the day, I think business is business, unfortunately. So he is having to leave. Miles Sona is also going to be leaving the club. Potential deal for £2,000 to Southend or Bromley. And again, he's been disappointing in relation to he's not played. He's not played enough football for his liking. So yes, he's a good defender, but he's just not settled into the side. So unfortunately, he is looking set to leave as well. And Colin McBride also wants to leave the club. He hasn't been getting enough football either, so he has asked to leave. We've got no interested parties in him at the moment, so we're just going to have to wait and see. But with the ready-made replacement already in Ramari Ford, I'm hoping that we'll be very well covered in that position anyway. We did need to thin out the squad a little bit anyway. Obviously, with Judjak coming in, we sold Rodgers, so that balance in midfield has remained. But with two wingers leaving the club, we've bought Ramari Ford in. And I think, to be honest, that'll do enough for us because Chukwuemeka and Makuna can play both sides, as can Marion. And obviously, at the minute, we've got Colin McBride, we've got Hurlock in there as well. So we've got less in terms of the number of players, but I think we've still got the necessary quality. So hopefully, we can push on from there. In terms of recent form, since you were last with us for hashtag United and Weymouth, we've managed to get good wins against Ebbsfleet in the league, 3-0 in that one. Chesham in the FA Cup third qualifying round, we won 3-1 against them. And a 2-0 win recently against Maidstone, and a last-minute winner from Jemiah Molu got us a 2-1 win away against Havant Waterlooville. And as you can see there, the tie for the FA Cup fourth qualifying round is National League side Dorking. They're currently sat in mid-table in 11th place. It's a very closely packed league at the moment anyway, so any team could do well in that league at the moment. But with our current form, we're in the best form that we could possibly be in going into this cup tie. Hopefully, we can do a decent job and try and push on a little bit for a result. We've got Kowalczyk in goal, a younger Harris, Robertson, and Winstanley at the back, Okiang, Dudjak, and Bailey in the midfield with Chukwuemeka wide left, Ford making his debut wide right, and Umolu up front. Harris, incidentally, just a couple of days before this cup tie, has come out and said that he will be retiring at the end of the season. So it's unfortunate in a way that Sona's leaving, because I think that would have been an ideal replacement in there. But at the same time, I think it does allow us to evaluate the transfer market, and we could even try and bring in a replacement before he leaves at the end of the season anyway. So we'll see how things go. But in the meantime, we have got work to do today. Dorking in the FA Cup is going to be an extremely tough tie. We're not favourites by any means. We are at home. It's a packed out stadium today. So financially, it will be a bonus for us. But if we can get through to the first round proper, I rate we could get some good money in. Here's Dudjak into a younger. Plays back to Harris, who looks over the top for Dudjak again. He managed to get it clear, but a younger picks it up, finds Dudjak, plays it into Chukwuemeka. Oh, that is a big chance. It said before the game started that he was actually a bit complacent, Chukwuemeka, which against the team in the league above us, we've got to be careful. Here's Romari Ford with a corner, swinging it in toward the near post. It's headed clear, but a younger, what a volley from Brooklyn a younger. It's his first goal for the club. And we have a lead against the National League side. What a lovely finish that was. Ford whipping the ball in. The defender won the header, but only headed it into the air, and a younger straight on the volley with his left foot. It's a really good finish, to be fair. And we have a very unlikely lead and a very good start here. Hopefully we can push on as the half goes on. Possession-wise is in our favour as well in these opening 20 minutes. Chances are relatively even, though. We have had the attempts on target, and most vitally, of course, we've got that goal. We've got a very big opportunity here for the first round proper. We need to continue doing what we're doing. Bailey here with the chance. With this set piece, plays it into Ford, and now Dudjak manages to knock it into the bottom corner. I saw all the space there, and I thought, surely that can't be ignored, and it wasn't. Very well worked goal, and Dudjak with his first goal for the club. Look at, they weren't even marked. Set up by his former Arsenal youth teammate, Romari Ford. Harrison Dudjak linking with his former teammate, and we have a second goal. And all of a sudden, we're looking extremely comfortable. We've been far the better side. And I think bringing the likes of Dudjak and Ford in, it's added that extra quality into that midfield and attacking winger area. So hopefully it does mean that we've got that extra cover, an extra oomph in that we can really push on this season. Here is Carr, though, down this right-hand side. Plays it forward, looking for Briggs. Chance to get the cross in here for Dorking. Carr chips it in. Seeger was there, and Seeger has scored. Ryan Seeger with the finish. It was a bit poor defensively. I think it was from Roberts. He didn't... Yeah, it was Roberts. He missed the header. And Dorking back into it here. Yumolu back to Winstanley. Now Bailey. Good pass attempt, but Shan manages to clear. Roberts wins the header, though, and finds Winstanley. Has got support in the centre if he can find it. Roberts plays it into Bailey, who does find the pass to Ford, who strikes it from distance. It's just over the crossbar. They're certainly looking dangerous, these two young lads from Arsenal, and very positive signs indeed. 2-1 at half-time. Big opportunity here. Very good first half performance. Certainly playing very well. Can we continue in the second half? Like I say, form-wise, we've been excellent. And if we can keep that up in this FA Cup tie, we have certainly got a lot to fight for. Here is Yumolu into Okieng. Now Chukwuemeka plays the reverse pass. Yumolu in between the defenders. That's a really good save from Mayo. It's actually a free kick. Yumolu just went offside there, which was unlucky. But it remains 2-1. We've been far the better side here against National League opposition, of course. Half an hour to go. And Chukwuemeka's not had a very good game wide left there today. He's been doing superbly this season, but today he does seem to be a little bit blasé about it. Knocked over the top here. Seager was chasing it, but Kowalczyk making the claim. Incidentally, I'm so happy with Kowalczyk, by the way. We brought Bevan in to be a proper number one goalkeeper. He got injured in pre-season, and Kowalczyk has been outstanding in goal for us. He really has settled the debate of who is our number one keeper. Bailey here to Romari Ford, moving down this right-hand side. Chance to get the play into the penalty area. Squares it for Yumolu, and it is 3-1. It's a deserved third goal for us, I think. And it looks like we're heading into the first round proper of the FA Cup. I'm always a little bit torn when it comes to this kind of stage of the FA Cup. I'm absolutely ecstatic that we could be heading into the first round proper. But I'm always torn as to whether we look into the finance of the club or we just try and go as far in the tournament as possible. If we get a home draw, we want to play someone that is probably of our level to give us a chance of going into the next round. But if we get a big tie away from home for the financial side of things, it could really work in our favour. So we'll just have to see what happens with the draw. Played into the penalty area there, but Mail makes the claim. It was just a little bit too much on it. We haven't actually made any substitutions today yet either. Fitness-wise, we're looking quite strong, but we have got that league game coming up. But Ryan Seeger's in behind, and Roberts didn't track the run, and Seeger hits the post. That is, again, very poor from Roberts. I think we are going to have to make some changes just for these last 10 minutes, just to really tighten things up a little bit, make sure our key players get rested. Romari Ford and Dudjak are going to come off. They've been outstanding today. Chukwuemeka's had a shocking game. We'll get Makuna on for him, who I think I don't know about Makuna. He's had a bit of a tough time of it, really. He's not really settled into the squad at any point, but he has got the quality, in my opinion, to be able to do good things for us, but he's just not quite breaking into the side at all. And when he does come on, he doesn't really get much time to do anything. I know that's my fault because I don't bring him on until later, but I don't know. There's just something that's not quite clicking with him at the moment. But anyway, full time, 3-1. We are into the first round proper of the FA Cup. And my word, what an achievement that is. We made it to the fourth round qualifying last year, and that is absolutely brilliant stuff. We've won the fourth qualifying round. Ford impresses on debut. We've received £9,250 for winning that round. So financially, very, very good again. We actually managed to gain a lot more money there. Let me just see where it came through there. So gate receipts, match day income, FA Cup. I don't know if you can see just the last game or not, but by the looks of it, we made a hell of an amount of money there. Um, I mean, we made 45,000 last month just in gate receipts alone, and we're only halfway through this month, and we just short of 40,000. So that win has certainly boosted us. We've made about 40,000 ish from that cup tie, which is an unbelievable achievement, and it allows us to just casually settle ourselves financially, really, for the time being, because we have got a lot of players on the books at the minute. Wages, we're just a little bit overspent in terms of wages at the moment, but we are trying to offload one or two players as well. And once those players do leave, we'll be fine again. So not bad, that is for sure. So bear with me momentarily. We've got 3 days until the Western Super-Mare game. We'll come back for that, and hopefully we can get another league win and continue our playoff push. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game against Western Super-Mare. They're currently down in 13th place, but I mean, the league table, yes, it doesn't lie, but at the same time, we have got to take it with a pinch of salt. We have got a good gap to these sides from 7th place downwards, but around that mid-table area, it's very, very tightly packed. Hopefully, we can continue our run of form. I mean, we're stretching our run quite well at the moment. We've won our last 8 games, but we're unbeaten in 12. So things are going in our favour. Hopefully it can continue to do so. In terms of the FA Cup first round, we've been drawn away from home against National League North side Tamworth. They're sat second in the league. In terms of their stadium capacity, it's a decent capacity. So with us being away from home, we should get decent gate receipts, if nothing else. But I think that's a very winnable tie, and we've got an opportunity of getting into the second round, to be quite honest. So we'll do this Western Super-Mare game, and we will actually come back for that FA Cup first round tie, and we'll have Dulwich Hamlet at home as well in tomorrow's episode. Just the one change for the starting 11 today. We're going to get Igbenegene in for a Younger today. Younger played superbly in that FA Cup tie, to be honest, against Dorking, but he does miss out today. We are trying to keep rotation quite high at the moment. Morale is looking very strong. Even McBride is doing quite well morale-wise, but at the moment, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with him. There's no interested parties, like I say, so it is going to be a bit of a tight one as to whether he goes or not. Chamberlain has rejected a move, and we're still waiting on news if Sona is going to leave the club as well. We did receive a bid for Herlock. I was umming and ahhing about it. It was a free transfer offer from Hendon, who are, of course, in this division. We ended up rejecting it, so he's still a part of the squad as well. So, same starting lineup as the FA Cup tie, apart from McBinagine is in, 40 younger, and hopefully we can continue this run of form. Um, I mean, Dujak and Romari Ford were outstanding, weren't they? Dujak has played, he played one, maybe two games before that, but I mean, for a debut, very impressed with Romari Ford, 2 assists in that cup tie. Hopefully, we can get something more of the same today. We're looking very strong at the moment. Let's hope it continues. So, I'm not too sure what to expect today. Western Super-Mare had the beating of us last time we played them, so we've got to be careful. But so far, with the way that we're playing, we're defying a lot of expectations. Hopefully, we can continue to do so. Kowalczyk has fractured his finger, apparently. He seems to be okay, and he said that he can play through it, so we'll keep an eye on that. He keeps getting the odd knock as well, Kowalczyk. It is a bit of a concern. He keeps stubbing his fingers, getting bruised hands, bits and pieces like that, but it never really lasts for long, so it's just a bit of a strange one with him at the moment. Igbinogene here swinging in the corner. We just about managed to get it clear. Corey Roberts off the crossbar. It's fallen here for Yomolu. Corey Roberts again into Okienk. We still have possession on the edge of the penalty area. It's fallen for Yomolu, and Mayo with a very good save, tipping it wide to keep, well, I mean, we're keeping the pressure on for sure, but that was a really well worked move in the end. Igbinogene with the resulting corner, again swinging it in toward that near post. Couldn't quite win the header. Ed Harris is first to react though. Plays it to Romari Ford. Now Corey Roberts again into Ed Harris. Just holding on to it. Finds Winstanley looking over the top. Yomolu challenging with Mail, the keeper. Dujak wins the header. Romari Ford couldn't get there. Everything's happening here. And eventually, Western Super-Mare do manage to get it away, but nothing happens from it. Kakuri plays it back to Parry. Now Humphreys lays it into Thomas. He's got a lot of space there, Thomas. Switches to play well. Willard picks it up inside to Mundell Smith. They've got a lot of support on that side. And Chukwuemeka and Romari Ford aren't tracking back here, and it's toward the far post. And Thomas is there. He's been brought down, bad looks of it, by Ed Harris. And it is a penalty to Western Super-Mare. That is not ideal. I think we've been the better side so far, but we haven't put our chances away, and Goddard scores the penalty quite convincingly. And unfortunately, we find ourselves behind here. I'm not too displeased with the way that we've played so far. We seem to have created a similar amount of chances to Western Super-Mare, but that penalty is certainly a killer, and we need to improve things in the second half. And defensively, not really good enough in that situation. And we look to the second half now. I'm hoping this unbeaten run doesn't come to an end. We've done so well to stay unbeaten for this amount of time, and we're currently sat third place in the league. Torquay do have a game in hand as well as things stand. We need to get ourselves going again. I'm just going to pause it there momentarily. I think we've not done it for quite a few matches, but I think it's time for the 4-2-4. Okieng, we're going to push up there, and we're going to take him off for Ogden Marion, I think. Isaac Bailey's struggling a little bit, as is Romari Ford, but they're going to have to stay on, I think, for the time being. Winstanley's struggling and he's on a yellow card, so we'll move Corey Roberts out to right back. We'll get Sumnall in at centre back. And did we take Isaac Bailey off? We'll get Ronan Hughes on, I think. Bit more experience in that central midfield. And we will go attacking as well. Confirm those changes. And we will demand more. Hopefully, we can get something going. We've not done the 4-2-4 for a little while, but it has worked for us in a couple of previous matches. But there's a chance here for Willard, and it's hit the crossbar twice, believe it or not. Mundell Smith swings it back in looking for Sewell. We managed to get it clear with Igbinogene, who finds nobody but Mackenzie. And Western Super-Mare hold on to the ball and knock it forward again. Goddard couldn't win the header. We do clear with Igbinogene again this time. Now Harris into Hughes. The highlight continues, so potential opportunity knocking here. Romari Ford plays it inside. Dudjak couldn't beat Humphries to it. He looked a bit lazy there as Thomas knocks it back to McKenzie. Now Humphries back to McKenzie. Thomas into McKenzie again. They're moving the ball superbly and they're in behind with Humphries here and he can't get the block on. And Jamie Sewell has made it 2-0, no offside. And that is going to be the end of our winning run. It's always a risk going to something like a 4-2-4, and we've not been good enough today. We're going to berate the lads because it's been a shame, really, because our form has been outstanding, but this has been a dreadful performance. We've berated the lads a bit. We'll see if we can get a response. Here is Harrison Dudjak with the chance here, and that is a thunderous strike from Dudjak. Second goal of the season for him. Of course, scoring in the cup tie against Dorking. We're back in it. Have we got an opportunity of getting a draw out of this match? It'd be a great result if we could. And there is time. Not much, granted, but there is a bit of time. Can we get back into it? 3 minutes added time. It doesn't look like there's going to be another highlight. We left it too late. That is for sure. We got the goal that we probably deserved over the course of the game, but Western Super-Mare were the better side. And unfortunately, that's the end of our winning run. But I mean, we've still scored in every game, so that's something. We're doing well in front of goal. The pressure eases a little bit on Yeovil there, really. Although saying that, Yeovil lost against Bath as well, so a couple of shocks going on. But once again, against our rivals, we have failed to do the business. Western Super-Mare and Yeovil are our rivals in this league, and again, we've lost to our rivals. Well, it is what it is, and we have to move on, and hopefully we can get back into form when we play the likes of Truro, Southend and Hampton and Richmond. Southend should be a really tough game, really, but we'll see how we get on. FA Cup first round tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm actually looking at my schedule that I've got written down here. Yeah, I think it is. No, it's not tomorrow. It will be on Monday, I think. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.